the Invincibles are better than the 04-05 team of Chelsea.
Definitely.
Okay, I think because he's so passionate, we'll let him.
I don't need to say too much. We lost 0. We didn't lose a match. What does he want to say?
Welcome back to the Clique 45 channel. Today we have got AY to my left and we've got Ali to my right. And I know what people are wondering. They got their kits on. It's because the upcoming week we have got Arsenal versus Chelsea, and this is a new little series we're going to bring for like little derby games. And to open up the season, we're going to have Arsenal versus Chelsea to do it. Before we do start today's series, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. The road to 1K is still on. We're on about 800 plus, which is so good for our channel. Hopefully by the end of the year, we're looking at about 1K.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. But anyways, so let me just tell you a little bit about the head-to-head series. So basically, got 4 rounds, okay? All of them got different little things we're going to do on it, okay? So the first round is like a little debate round. And then the second one's a true or false, hence why you got the papers in front of you. Exactly. And then number 3 is a who am I believe it was.
Yeah.
I've got it on my phone. Let me just double check it.
Who am I?
Yeah, so
Do you know me?
No, sorry. Round 2 is a combined 11.
Okay.
So we're gonna do a little combined 11. Yeah. And it's gonna be a current teams. Current teams. Yeah, we'll do a current
couple man ain't gonna get on the bench.
So we're gonna see how you guys get on, innit?
Love it.
Yeah. So obviously, I think right now is the best time now to start the series. If you guys are ready for it.
Yeah, we're ready.
Yeah.
Oh, man, let's do
Ready
this.
for the opener?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, cool. So here we go with round 1. So the first debate we're going to have is, why do you think your teams deserve to win this game this weekend? Okay. Who wants to start off?
That's the favourite.
There we go. Okay, there we
That's
go.
the favourite. Oh, why do we deserve to win?
Why do you think you're going to win?
I think we're in an okay form. We haven't lost any matches yet. Last match against City, who are title favourites, we won. We're not playing well, but we're getting the wins. And I think at Stamford Bridge, where we've won already like 2 years in a row now, I think 2 or 3 years in a row, like I just feel that we'll just have the upper hand. I think we'll be a bit too strong for them.
Okay.
I think because we're already a team, we're a cohesive team already. So it's like, we know how we're going to play. We know what to do. They're still getting their act together. So I think we'll just be a bit too strong for them. I think they won't know how to handle us. I think it'll be an entertaining match.
Okay.
But I think for especially their midfield, I think their midfield with Enzo, Caicedo, and I don't know if they play Gallagher, I just think that our midfield is going to be a bit too much for them. That's even if we play Hazard. So if Hazard plays, there's an incentive for him to get a goal as a former player. So we could even, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how I feel, yeah.
That's why you feel you win it.
Jorginho could even get an assist or 2, innit?
He's bringing our rejects.
That's what you do, innit?
Okay, fair enough. Is that your full debate on why you're going to win? Is that it?
Yeah, I just feel we're the better team at the moment in time, innit?
Okay, I'll leave it to Ali for your next bit. Just let me know why you think.
I've got this quiet confidence because Arsenal aren't as good. They don't look as good as they did last season on the pitch, innit? They might be getting the wins, but they don't look as fluent as they did last season, kind of thing. We're on a winning streak. You know what I mean? We're on a winning streak. We're scoring goals right now. Our players are feeling that the confidence is high at the Bridge right now, innit? The fans should be behind them. This is a chance to really kickstart our season. And the boys, I feel like they'll step up for the occasion. You know what I mean? It's one of those games that could change a season, and I feel like this is where the big boys step up, and this is where our boys will show that they're to be taken serious.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Listen to both. I think I'm going to give the point to AY though.
Yeah.
Because I think that's fair. You know, favourites not being
not playing well, being City. We're not playing well, we're being City.
I want the underdog status this game, innit? So
enjoy it.
All right, cool. All right, so this one's going to come up a little bit in the other rounds, but we're going to have a general debate anyways. Okay. The second debate is going to be, who is the biggest club in London? Okay.
Okay.
Is it Arsenal or is it Chelsea? I just want to hear. Do you want to? Since you're pointing at your badge, I'll let you start.
With the
first,
pride
innit?
of London, bro. We've got to look at the last 20 years, innit? Especially, you know what I mean? We're all around the same age in here, innit? You know what I mean? We've experienced the same football, the same matches. And in the last 20 years, Chelsea is arguably the pride of England, let alone the pride of London. So I don't think Arsenal fans have got any leg to stand on when it comes to that, innit? 2 Champions Leagues. They ain't even got one. Never won, bro. I've seen my team lift 2 Champions Leagues. Do you know how lucky I feel for that?
Oh, I bet,
2 Champions League trophies. Like, it's no small achievement, innit? And to have none, not even the Europa League, by the way. Like, come on, it's like, they can't really bring that conversation to us still, innit? I feel like that one is we're clearly the pride of London still.
Is it? Okay, all right. AY?
Yeah, I agree with him on that one. In terms of in Europe, yeah, they're the guys, but
If you had to try to back your boys.
Yeah, if I try to back my boys in England, if we take away anything European, anything outside the country, in England, it's us, isn't it? In England, it's us. There was a time Chelsea looked up to us. They always wanted to be what Arsenal was on. When we were playing Champions League finals, they weren't around, bro. They got their money and then they sprung into action. Understandably, I'm not going to say, because of money, that they did what they needed to do to get there. Well, there was a time Chelsea fans would look at us and be like, we want to be them, man. They're playing the good football. They got them. Like, yeah, I know. They said, we want to be them. Like, look at them over the road. Like, especially when we went and did undefeated. The next season, they tried to do it. They were like, we can replicate, but they lost one game. You know what I'm saying? I feel before the Champions League, they won the Champions League, they were always looking to us like, this is territory that we've never entered before. Okay. We were the first London team to get to the Champions League final. They were the first one to win it. Kudos to them. But I think we laid the foundation and they just slapped money like, we're in it now. We're in it now. But I think their last Champions League title papered over a lot of cracks. And I don't know how Chelsea fans will feel about this, but I think there are some Chelsea fans that feel it was kind of that Champions League. Yes, there's a second one, but it's kind of a curse because after that, it got a bit peak, especially for Abramovich. It got a bit
best curse I've ever seen.
Yeah, it got a bit peak, innit? It got a bit peak. But then again, all I can say is that all we need to do is win one and that's it. That's the end of that.
What, one?
Argument.
You need to win one?
Yeah, all we need to do is win one.
I feel like you need 2 because 1 is like, cool, European team, you've won 1.
You don't need 2.
When you've got 2 in your belt, it's like, okay.
You don't need 2 because then your argument will be like, we've won more than you. Okay, but now your argument is like, what have we done in the UCL? Once we win that 1 in the UCL, it's like, okay.
1's not enough. You got to bring 2 to the table. You got to bring 2. Bro, Europa League, every time we've ended Europa League, we've won it. You might have been playing Europa League football.
Yeah, we're not good in Europe.
7 years.
We're not good. I put my hands up. We're not good in Europe. We're not good in Europe.
1 Champions League final.
We're not good in Europe.
Tottenham have got their 1 as well, bro.
We're not good in Europe, man. I put my hands up. Wow. We can't do anything in Europe, innit? But with no passports, no one outside the country, let's play in London. Us versus you, London. Yeah, I think we got it. But outside of London,
Cool. Right now, he's landing on the right now.
Outside of London, they speak for us.
Roman came to London with a goal to make Chelsea the biggest club in London. He saw the potential there, and he succeeded.
I admit.
Oh wow, he's okay.
I admit, bro. Right now,
that's the easiest point I'll ever give this series.
Bro.
By the looks of it, Ali gets that point.
I can't be dragging that, bro.
Really?
I'm
surprised. Okay, as an Arsenal fan, I'm surprised you didn't go down the route of like. I know you're big, right? But fan base wise, worldwide, I'm surprised you didn't go down that route.
Nah, there's no point because at the end of the day, we haven't done it in Europe.
Okay.
I believe strongly in doing it in Europe. If we haven't done it in Europe, we shouldn't be talking about them man us being the pride and all that. We haven't done it in Europe. That's the thing. Cool. Yeah, we've got the issue, but we need to do it in Europe. That's the hard fact. We need to look at ourselves and do it in Europe. Once we do it in Europe, then we can start talking to them and be like, about the history, about the Europe. We've done it as well. Yeah. So once we do it in Europe, then we can start talking.
Okay, cool. All right. So the point goes to Ali. So currently it's 1-1 in round 1. We'll go over to the next one, the last debate topic. This is going to be a bit more of a generic one.
Okay.
But the question is, what is harder to win, the UEFA Champions League or the World Cup?
Okay.
What side are you on, Ali?
I think the Champions League is harder to win as a
What side are you on,
competition.
AY?
Look at this guy, man.
You on the World
a
Cup side
competition.
then?
World Cup is harder to win.
Okay, good. We got a little debate though. Who wants to
World Cup
start
is
the
harder
debate
to
then?
win. World Cup is harder to win.
Okay, AY starts then. Go on. I'll let you go.
The thing is, yeah, he has I know some points for his argument.
Okay.
I've got a few points for
So
to
how you
help
gonna
him.
beat it like-
But for
yeah,
me,
yeah.
I just feel like something that comes every 4 years, bro. You gotta wait every 4 years to have the opportunity to even compete in it. You're not even sure you're gonna win it. You're not even sure you're gonna get out of the group stage. We've got some players here talking about Ballon d'Or nominees. Eric Haaland, or whatever his name is. Erling Haaland, yeah?
Yeah.
Bro is not sure he will ever play in the World Cup. But he's won the Champions League. But he's not sure he'll ever step foot on the World Cup stage.
Okay.
But he's won the Champions League. He's won the Champions League. There are some players, they've won Champions League. They don't know what World Cup football is.
Okay.
They do not know what World Cup football is. And back then, if you wanted to be classed as a great player,
Yeah.
you need a World Cup. You needed a World
Right.
Cup.
Can I play devil's advocate quickly?
Go
Is that
on.
all right?
Yeah.
If Arsene Wenger,
Yeah.
obviously because he's a part of FIFA now,
Yeah.
if he brings in this every 2 years World Cup,
Mm.
do you feel like your point is less valid because it's going to be a bit more common?
Yeah, it will. Because World Cup is 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Euros is 4 years, right?
Yeah.
AFCON is 2 years. That's why they shit on AFCON and all the other ones. Because it's the more time you get to win it, it becomes like, oh, okay, we'll go next year. But World Cup, you lose semi-finals, you got 4 years to wait for, bro. Think about it. Brazil 2014, when they got smacked by Germany, they had to wait 4 long years to even try and think about it. They had to process it. They had to do it. At that, bro, 4 years later, everybody's older. Fans are older, different memories. Bro, think about it. 4 years? Nah, I can't. It's peak. And World Cup is you're the best team country-wise in the world.
Okay.
Bro, come on, man.
All right, Ali.
I hear what he's saying, but I feel like he made a point for it's more rarer, isn't it? Like it's a rarer victory. So maybe the victory means more, but I don't think it's a harder thing to win.
Wow.
You're playing the group stages. You got 4 teams in your group.
Yeah.
You're playing them 1 game each, innit? First, that's already you're getting off light in terms of the teams you're gonna get. I don't want to disrespect any nations in it, but you get teams like Iran in there, teams that shouldn't. They're not the top teams in it. Like you're
the
in
coefficients are low. Is that what
you
you mean?
Yeah. You're in there to make up the numbers, kind of, which obviously you do get in the Champions League,
of course.
But these teams you're going to get a team that is the champions in Greece, champions in Bulgaria, which cool. It's not the same quality as Premier League, but they know how to win. They're champions. They're teams which are used to winning and you can go away there and they'll put up a tough game, innit? You're going to these countries' home games and that, innit? Home stadiums. World Cup is a bit. If we're talking about the actual games you're playing, you got those 3 games, which maybe 1 or 2 will be against a nation that's not expected to do anything.
Yeah.
And then even the knockout phase now is a 1 game thing. Anyone can beat anyone on a given day kind of thing. Champions League, you got to go home and away, so you got to be up to do it on 2 nights in front of their fans, in front of your own fans. So I feel like it takes that a little bit more in there. Champions League semi-final is a bit more pressure and intense than the World Cup semi-final.
Okay.
World Cup semi-final, you have players that won't make it to the final because on that day, maybe they got an injury and they missed their best player.
Okay.
So I think it's a bit more luck involved in winning the World Cup than Champions League.
Okay.
So,
I got a question for you then.
yeah.
So if I said to you that the World Cup was harder because you have to be lucky in terms of the place you're born, but when it comes to when it comes to club football, it's about you as a personnel. Do you think that fight that knocks down the youth Champions League's credibility compared to the World Cups?
No, I still think no, just because that luck, I think that luck is an external factor in it. It's not, it's like, it's before playing in the tournament. So someone like Erling Haaland, we can't take anything away from his career for not winning that World Cup, innit? Because it's luck, it's slightly decision-making in terms of he could have easily chose to play for England or wherever else he's got the qualifications for, innit? But because he's got that loyalty to your nation, to your country, you're going to choose to play for your country and take that L in it, which you know that going into that decision, you know that probably means you're not going to get a World Cup. So I feel like it's just a matter of circumstances.
Okay.
I feel, can I just one
go
more point?
Oh, yeah, no.
Because one of the points you said earlier, you were like, Roman Abramovich came to London and he said he's going to make Chelsea the best London team. And what did he do? Threw a bit of money on it and you won the Champions League. No one can say I'm going to make this country win a World Cup. No matter how many coaches you throw at it, yeah? Think about it. When last did Brazil win the World Cup? 94, I think. 94. And they've got mad players.
Not 02, wasn't it?
02, sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
02. Would you know who was in the semis in the 02? Even though it was a rigged one. We had Turkey and we had South Korea.
That's my point exactly.
Yeah.
What kind of semi-final is that?
What kind of semi-final is that? But the thing is, for them to
that Turkish side was very underrated.
It's a mad Turkish side.
Bro, that was Turkey's golden era, bro.
No.
They were there by like that was good team.
It just shows you that sometimes you said yeah, sometimes it's not. They're unlucky on the day, but bro, that's why it's like that, bro. Be good there and then. Yeah, I'm saying, like, people have come from all over the world. You've only got 4 years. The reason why they're doing home and away there, because, next day you're coming back again. But 4 years, 4 years, bro, you need to be good there and then. Do all the tricks you want to do. Make sure you get it done there. Look, before the last World Cup, no African country had gotten to the semi-finals, bro. The last team that was close, they hit the bar in the last minute. 4 years later, they didn't get close. They haven't gone close since again.
Yeah, but so if you look at that team, were Morocco the 4th or 5th best team in the World Cup?
At that point in time, they were structured. Yes, I understand the draw made them like that, but they beat. You have to beat who's in front of you.
It's the luck of the draw, though.
But also, Champions League is luck of the draw.
It is, but to a lesser extent, because you're playing home and away, because there's tougher teams coming out from the group stage.
Did you think the Chelsea team that won 2012 were the best team in Europe? Exactly. You went ahead and you won it. I would say that was predestined. You guys were lucky as well.
Because that was one that was owed to us. Those players on the pitch, they were owed the Champions League.
See what I'm saying?
It works itself, like football works itself out.
That's what I'm saying. With World Cup as well, it works itself out.
World Cup is like the players that have missed out on too many great players have not won World Cup.
So many great players have not won Champions League as well.
Yeah, but not as many. You get it's players like Zlatan, which I think Zlatan is someone
Ronaldo, R9. And he should have won. Because of the way
your career was, you missed out on it, innit? But it's not because of like any given season you went there, you got to the final, and then your team just kind of capitulated, or you got to the semi-final. Look at Hazard's Belgium team in that. I think it's the World Cup before 2018
semi-final. They got to semi-finals.
Arguably should have got further. Was it Croatia in the final that year?
Yeah.
Like, come on, that Belgium team deserved to be.
But
that changes the context of that final. It changes the game. It changes Mbappe's story. It changes everything.
If you're on it, you win it. If you're on it, you win it.
Because, is that not England? England had Croatia in the semi-final, right?
Yeah, and they lost.
So cool. Yeah. Now flip that, innit? Flip those semi-finals, innit? Let's say it's Belgium versus England, France, Croatia, or the other way around. Belgium versus Croatia, France, England kind of thing. You got a whole new semi-final kind of thing approach there, and history could literally be written differently now.
Yeah.
So you've got someone maybe like Rashford that wins his World Cup instead of Mbappe winning that World Cup, and now are we talking about different career paths? Are we talking about different status in terms of their legendary still their football status? You know what I mean? It's small things can have a big ripple effect there. So it's like, is it that important?
It is.
Or is it just so much importance is applied to it that, you know what I mean? It's really just a little thing that went their way or didn't go their way.
Little things, small things. Champions League as well, small things.
Yeah,
2006. If the ref wasn't a silly bugger, you wouldn't be sitting there talking to me about Pride in London. I'd be like, shut up, mate. You saw little tiny weeny things. Imagine that. Imagine if Ronaldo, all those finals they won, they didn't win them. Ronaldo ain't going to be chatting to Messi the way he's chatting to them.
Yeah, but now you just changed 3 seasons. I changed one game, or not even one game, the way the draw fell. You changed 3 seasons in terms of Ronaldo.
Do you think the way Real Madrid won 3 in a row, did it show you that the Champions League was hard to win, or if you forget about what you're doing in the league and focus on the Champions League, you can win it?
No, because if you look at some of the ways Real Madrid won some of those, I think one of them was like, you're winning in the last minutes against Atletico Madrid. Some of them, they had the comebacks against Man City, against Chelsea in the comeback.
But
you know what I mean? They're doing stuff that every week you're watching and thinking, wow. Like you watch them in the first leg of a quarter-final thinking this game's dead.
But what were they
Second
doing in
leg,
the league?
wow,
Some of those league matches, they had forgotten, especially you guys. I was going to bring it back to 2012. You guys did nothing in the league that season. And you focused on the Champions League. You can't do that in the World Cup.
That's the beauty of the Champions League.
Yeah.
That is the beauty of
you
the
can't do that in the World Cup. You
There's
need
nothing
to
else
focus.
on. It's like the World Cup is isolated as well. So you've got players that have been removed from life, essentially. You're in a bubble, you're in camp, and all you're living and breathing is football. Like, you get it? All you're doing is football. It's a bit more, I feel like it's an engineered environment kind of thing, isn't it? Where you're geared up for this kind of thing. Whereas in football, in Champions League, you got day-to-day life. Lampard lost his mum 2-3 days later. He's playing for Chelsea in the Champions League quarter-final, scoring a goal against Liverpool. It's like, it's a part of the normal season, innit? You'll get Champions League semi-final, then midweek you're playing against the next team in the Prem kind of thing. Like, you got to balance that and still be able to turn up midweek and then come back to the Premier League on a Sunday and play. You've seen how Arsenal used to struggle on a Thursday. Yeah. They'll play on a Thursday, come back on a Sunday, struggling to get
with
points.
Players you've played with all the time. But World Cup, you rarely play with them, but you still expect to win it.
I feel like you can cheat. Not you can cheat at World Cup, but you can get there kind of.
Yes.
All you need is you need one superstar and the rest of the players to play around that superstar and work for that.
For those amount of matches, it's not easy, you know.
All right. I think I've heard enough. I think I'm going to end it there. That was good, actually. I'm going to give the point to AY, though. I think I like the way he talked about the longevity of like how long you have to take to get to World Cups. In terms of around players, it's about not really. It's a chance sort of thing, isn't it? Like depending on where you're born and stuff like that. Yeah, I think they're fair points. So currently, as we stand, it is 2-1 to AY. Okay, so we're gonna move on to round 2. Okay. So round 2 is a combined 11 rounds. Okay. So I'm going to give the best points to whoever... I'll say it into the mic, sorry. I've got to give the best points to who I think is going to... Who made the best argument to put their player in each position, okay?
What if you don't want your player in the position, though?
Well, then I'll just give the point to whoever we said the majority was. So if it was majority Chelsea, then Ali gets the point. Okay?
Right. Yeah,
Make sense?
Yeah, it should be fair.
Okay, so we're going to do... So what I'll do is start in goal. Who is your goalkeeper?
Let's be honest.
Who's got the best goalkeeping record this season so far?
Robert Sanchez, I believe, save percentage-wise.
So, you know what I mean? The numbers speak for themselves.
So Robert Sanchez is yours.
For me, you know what I mean? It makes sense, innit?
And yours?
Robert who?
Which one of them two junkies are you bringing to the table? Let's decide that first. Because either one of them will be done, innit?
I could bring any.
Are we bringing the cameraman, the one
do you want
saves, for the camera?
Do you want playing out from the back? Like, I could bring any. I think Raya is ahead of... Is he not ahead of Sanchez in the Spanish team? Does Sanchez even know?
I think it goes Unai Simon and then it's one of them two.
It's one of them two.
Simon, Kepa, they all alternate because none of them are anything special in it.
Like Spain are going through a very tough time in terms of that.
And you want to put in Sanchez?
There's no. At least Sanchez is tall and can play crosses.
You haven't even said who you
get it. They can't even decide which one's actually good.
Because we've got two good keepers. I don't know who to bring out for this guy. Should I bring out his Spanish compatriot or should I just bring out Ramsdale? Okay, you know what? Is this based on this season?
Based on this season.
The reason why this thing is based on this season. So it's gonna be techie.
Okay. Let's do. Let's do this calendar year because it's not that much of a.
This calendar year, I'll put Ramsey. I said Rambo. I'll put Rambo because in away games, it will help you out. It will help the defense out. He makes his saves. Yes, he makes his mistakes.
He's erratic.
He's a solid keeper.
But this calendar season, has he been good? Because it wasn't until about, when Southampton came along, West Ham came along, you guys started to struggle a little bit. And Ramsdale was showing his struggles in them games.
Yeah.
Big mistakes.
And I would say Raya as being the better goalkeeper, hence why Arteta brought him in. I feel like Raya was his first choice. But because of the contract situation, he had to wait his time for Raya's contract to go down a bit. So I saw
Raya make some mistakes as well. I'm just going to go with
Arsenal fans are so picky about the mistake that Raya made in that Champions League. That was not a mistake. How was that a mistake? Ryan
passed the ball out.
Yeah, he passed the ball
Yeah,
out.
that's
and then,
a mistake
but that's
to
fine.
me.
That's fine. But that's such a little minute.
It's still a mistake.
He had to go through the defense before he got anywhere
It's
near
still a
Raya.
mistake.
I still feel like that's.
We need to see if we want to win the league. We need to be strict.
The difference. Okay, but the
Strict.
thing is, the difference between that pass that Raya did and then the one Ramsdale did against Southampton. Ramsdale did a
Ramsdale
little.
was rubbish as well.
It was a little 10-yard pass. Raya's was like literally to the byline, edge of the byline.
See, I don't like both of them.
Oh wow! Okay.
I don't like both of them.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Alright,
but
so-
I would rather one of them in than who, Sanchez or who?
Yeah,
Just
it's
Sanchez.
Just Sanchez.
yeah.
It's just
I would
Sanchez.
rather one of them in.
Well, we've
Because
got an actual number one. We know who's turning up
Man
next week
said
to
you
play
know
in it.
number
These men don't even know. The
one,
players don't know. The
man.
defender Arteta doesn't know. He said, "Oh yeah,
Okay.
he's definitely going to start with an R." Oh, brilliant, Arteta.
All right, I'm gonna give the point to Ali.
give it
Come
to
on,
him.
man.
Give it
Because
to him.
I can't believe you couldn't even make a very good argument for either of
They're
the
not
two.
good keepers, man. We'll
I
give
can't
it
believe that.
Sanchez.
So
We'll give
Robert
it
Sanchez
Sanchez.
is the goalkeeper for
We'll
the
give him
combined 11.
Sanchez.
All right, we're gonna do because there's so many positions. I'm not gonna give out 11 points, so we're gonna
Yeah.
do fullbacks together.
Okay.
Fullbacks are gonna be done together. So who are your two fullbacks that you're going with?
We're talking fully fit, right?
No, we're doing this calendar year, so
Okay.
it's your
Oh.
argument.
They've got a captain that doesn't even play games, man. We're talking about
I've got to
fully
put
fit.
Reece James in there because I feel like I can argue.
So
to get
right
him in
back
that
is
team.
Reece
So
James.
right back, Reece James. Left back, Ben Chilwell. I guess we got to that left back, but I'll put Ben Chilwell.
Are you not even
in
gonna
there.
try to say Zinchenko or anything like that?
What that fake left back? I don't even want to hear. You better
Look at
even
this
bring him
guy.
to
Look
the
at
table,
this
bro.
guy.
Okay, who's your right back?
Benjamin White, Blanco, and then I'm gonna have to put Zinchenko left back.
Okay, so he's bringing a fake left back and a fake right back.
I'm gonna put
That's what he's bringing, a fake left back and a fake right back.
that plays matches, finishes matches, scores once in a while. Yeah.
Scores?
Yeah, he's got a few goals in him, but
Who's
not
that?
as much as Reece. Not as much as Reece, but
Ben White.
Blanco. Ben White is a solid right back. One of the
No,
best
he's
right
solid,
backs
but
from
I
last
wouldn't say
season.
he's out like
That's
goes
the
for
good
goals,
thing
isn't it?
about it, though. He's not an out and out right back, but he did the job well,
Yeah.
and he was making a lot of good inform games.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
in form for most of last season.
Yeah.
Pushed us to close to a title. I can't bring in Reece. Reece, yes. But the injuries, he's not consistent enough. I don't see him on the pitch enough. I don't see him on the pitch enough. Give me someone I see on the pitch. Someone that went to the World Cup. Yeah, someone that went to, even though he didn't play, he got picked for the World Cup. You get what I'm saying? On another day, yes, Reece, without any injuries, Reece. But those injuries, nah, he can't get
That's
into the
what's
team.
holding
Yeah,
it back.
He can't get into the team. He can't get into the. I'm sorry.
I think if we're building a best 11 out of the players
Can't get into the
available, like in the squads, Reece James is just clear.
But then when he gets injured, what now?
we'll deal with that problem when it
You
happens.
see what
but
I'm
starting-
saying?
if
I
he's
need someone that
if
plays
he's
all
fit to
the
start
time,
with, he's
man.
starting ahead of Ben White.
I need
If he gets
someone-
injured, Ben White, warm up, bro. We'll bring you
Nah,
on in it. But
nah,
until that
nah,
moment,
nah.
he's
I
not touching
need-
that pitch.
I
Ben
need-
White knows it, bro.
Yeah,
he knows
yeah.
it. He knows
Alright.
he's not.
Since you're a Chelsea fan, I just want to quickly go through this quickly. You'll know about Reece James better than me, obviously.
Mhm.
But after the World Cup, so since this calendar year, how has Reece James been, would you say?
Not
Like
been-
the end
The
of
thing
that
is,
last season.
I don't think he's been amazing, even on when he is fit. I don't think he's been
Not
amazing
been
on the
good.
Reece James that we did see before, innit?
Yeah.
But I think a part of that is we rushed him back because we had Aspilicueta for last season. It's like, you don't want to play with Aspilicueta right back.
No.
And that's why this season, at least we can take it, we can let him have his time. We don't have to rush him back or anything.
Yeah, you got
So I
Malo
think-
Gusto.
You get it. He's doing his
obviously.
job. So when Reece James is fit and comes back, we can slowly integrate and make sure that he doesn't get another injury.
Mm.
Last season, we're forcing him back quickly. That's what played into his injuries. And
Okay.
when he's playing, you can see that he's playing within himself to make sure he doesn't get injured.
We ain't got time for that.
Okay, so that's our little right back debate. Let's move on to left backs.
I
Chilwell
don't
versus
think
Zinchenko.
Look, I don't even think Chilwell's amazing, isn't it? Oh, Zinchenko.
So he's not 80 million rated worth defender, no?
Not quite, innit? I think sometimes he's.
Can I just
lets
ask a
himself
question
off.
about that? Why is he not getting grilled like Harry Maguire for that 80 million price tag?
I think because he's
Was he
active
80
enough.
million?
He
Like,
was 80 million, bro. Yeah.
he'll still get himself on the score sheet or get an assist kind of thing, innit? Which can get the pressure
Makes
off you.
himself
and not
up,
get-
yeah.
Once in a
Marcos
while.
Alonso had a 6-year career at Chelsea just from doing that, innit?
Yeah.
Once in
Getting
a
himself
while,
on the
man.
score sheet eventually now and
Come
again.
on, man.
But when you actually look at Ben, and I have been watching him a bit recently, innit? He's a bit worrying at times in his decision making.
It's not good.
But if we're talking about Ben Chilwell for Zinchenko,
He's
in
not
that left
good.
back, the guy's not a left back.
Not
He can't
England's-
defend.
Not England's best left back then?
I've always felt like he is, innit? But Luke Shaw has his moments. But I've always felt like Ben Chilwell
Oh,
is
dude.
England's best left back, innit? he's got an engine on him.
I think
He'll be
Trippier's
there.
our best left back, you know.
Oh, wow.
And he's in the right. Imagine
That's
that.
a vibe.
I'm just saying, he actually does well for
I think
England.
he has got a
But
shout,
anyways,
though,
yeah,
left
but
back.
anyways, yeah, let's carry on.
Yeah, man, Zinchenko can't defend.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He's not one that is going to get you a goal in the front. Okay, all of this build-up stuff and inverted. Bro, be a
Don't
left back.
say inverted like
Be a
that.
left back first. Be a
Don't
left
say
back first,
inverted like
and
that.
then worry about all
Don't
of that
say
stuff.
invert.
Bro. Be a left back.
That's one of the reasons why you need him in your team. Yes, he may not be that good defensively on the one-on-one, but once he inverts inside, there's an overload in your midfield, and he can.
So when he's not playing left
You
back,
can, but that's still the side. He's still a left back, and he's doing other stuff. Chilwell, what does he do that's good? You tell me.
bro, he gets a goal.
Why is he gets a goal?
He'll get forward and get himself a goal.
I feel like the way.
Why is he getting forward for? He said he's a left back. Why is he getting forward for?
Bro, that's what. Look at the left backs. Look at the way football's evolved. The
Man,
fullbacks
I
have got to get
can't
forward,
tell
bro.
you one thing that I would say Chilwell is good at doing. When I look at him play, and I look at, okay, he's good at this. He's good at this. I can't see it.
He's good at being a left back.
He's sometimes he'll be tracking back. He's got an engine on him, but you can run back all you want. The ball's still gonna go in the back of the net. Like to me, Chilwell, he's been put into a team, yeah, when they needed him to be at his best. Yeah, when you need someone to be at their best in the team and they're flopping, there's a problem. Zinchenko, sometimes he's not at his best, but we see what he's doing. When Zinchenko's not playing, we know we're missing someone. You know what I'm saying? Even
But
though he's not defending.
when he is playing, is he or is he not a liability?
I wouldn't say he's a liability because he adds to our game. He adds to our
I have to
game.
remind you to Trent.
He has to, yes. It happens to every. Wait, it happens to all
He's
left
a
backs.
liability.
It happens to all left
It doesn't happen
backs.
to all left backs.
It happens to all
It
left backs
does
because
not happen to all left backs.
when Doku came onto the pitch, he thought he was going to take him for the piss, and Zinchenko said no. I'm not that. You're
Doku's a young
forgetting
boy.
Zinchenko
Doku's a
was
young
won
boy,
like
man,
what?
early days.
4 Premier League titles. Stop it.
Bro,
He has a shit on
come
his
off
name.
it, man.
He has a
Premier League
shit on
titles.
his name.
What's he
you
doing?
know?
Those Premier League titles from sitting on the
Mate, there's
bench.
a reason why Pep was playing Zinchenko when push comes to shove. The last title they won before this, they put him onto the pitch and he's single-handedly crossing balls in against Aston Villa. Chilwell. What does Chilwell have in the league? What has he done in the league?
Chilwell scores crunch goals for us, bro.
Crunch
Winners against West Ham.
Look at that.
Like,
I'm
he
talking
went
about
on a
someone winning the
3-goal.
league.
What league is Zinchenko
Someone
in?
winning
He sat on the
the
bench,
league.
bro.
I'm
He
saying
sat on the
someone winning
bench.
the-
He sat
But
on the
they
bench
brought
as a
him
big
on.
part
They
player.
brought him
I saw
on.
him in Porto, G, when we won the Champions
brought
League.
him on,
He was crying on the bench. He wasn't
Oh my
there.
days.
Okay, I'm gonna end it right there.
Who are you giving the right backs?
I am gonna give the points to AY there. 1 point goes to him for Ben White and for Zinchenko. Yeah. Otherwise, they're both in for me. I think the fact that Chilwell is such a liability and his performances are so inconsistent.
Yeah.
Whereas I can say with Zinchenko, he is a bit more of a
It's a
reliable
bit
person.
like-
You know what the weaknesses are in his game,
And you
but you
know-
are taking that because Gabriel has that opportunity. Like, I don't know why he didn't mention this. Like, Gabriel has the opportunity to defend him, cover his line. So he does 2 jobs in one, Gabriel.
So Zinchenko's getting bailed out by Gabriel.
No, I think they both. I think Zinchenko is the more consistent, and I think the arguments being made were fair as well in terms of about how better of a player in
He's
terms
a
of
better player than
yeah,
Chilwell.
a better player than
Technique-wise,
Chilwell.
everything.
Yeah.
Better
All
crier.
right, moving on to the centre back pairing.
Don't
Who are
even
the
know. Don't even know how we're doing this.
so who are your centre back pairings?
Saliba and Gabriel. I don't know
Okay.
why we're doing
What's
this.
your one?
Who do you have?
The
Diasisi, Thiago
Thiago
Silva,
Silva and
Colwell.
Colwell.
Okay, yeah.
Levi
yeah.
Colwill.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
someone that's
yeah.
never played centre back. Well, he has played centre back for you guys, but he's playing
I
left
can,
back.
I can wrap this up for
Yeah,
us.
but we see his quality in it. Let's be real in it. This is going to be England's best centre back.
I can wrap this
You
up
can
for
see
us.
it clearly.
Is he?
He will be.
Do we need to argue?
Within
Do we need
a
to
year or
argue?
two. No, I think.
I've got the answer in my head, and you'll be.
Before I waste my breath.
Don't waste your breath. Don't waste your breath. Let's just say the answer now. Saliba and Colwell. Yeah.
I'll agree to that.
Yeah.
I'll agree to that.
We'll take that. Take that. We'll take that.
So
We'll
you're
take
gonna,
that.
so you're
I'm
sharing
gonna
points.
We'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take that. I'm okay. We'll take that. I don't want you to start. That's just like, yo, don't worry.
Why did you want to argue your case?
Don't worry. No. Because
I think he could have got both 2 points.
I would have got the 2 points. I said, let him have one. He knew. I
So
said,
he
let him
wants
have
to make
one.
it a bit more
Because
sensitive.
I like the potential in Colwell, and I like if I had argued and slashed him. I didn't want to do that to the young guy. But you knew he had no one to leave.
Okay.
You knew. So
Cool,
I said, let's play because we got midfield.
Okay. All right, so we're doing 4-3-3 by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Because both teams play it.
Yeah,
So it's only fair we do it.
4-3-3, yo.
Yeah,
Go on.
4-3-3. Okay, so we'll do the midfield all three together. Okay,
Alright.
we'll do all three of them together. So
Okay.
who are your three midfielders? You can go Arsenal. You don't have to just go
Just
Chelsea.
go with us, bro.
And you don't have to just go Arsenal.
Yeah,
You can
just
go
go
Chelsea.
with us, bro.
Okay. Then my one would be Caicedo, Odegaard, Enzo.
Caicedo.
Caicedo, Odegaard, Enzo.
Why? What's the matter?
Because I'm missing a bit of Basmati in my team. He's getting upset.
He needs some basmati in his life.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. So what's your three?
Partey, Rice, Odegaard.
He's disrespect.
Oh,
105 million.
remember calendar year, guys. Calendar year. We're doing the calendar year.
All right, so with Enzo being missing, I'll put him back to the World Cup. You know what I mean? You saw what he was on.
I ain't trying to
He
see
came to
all
Chelsea
that, man.
and he stayed quality in it. Like, I don't think. Wait, who did he say? Odegaard.
Partey and
Partey.
Rice.
Yeah, man. You're not having two defensive Partey and Rice in it. Two defensive mids
Best
over
mate.
Enzo. That's
Party
gonna
Rice.
give you.
Party
Nah,
Rice.
man. Let's be real.
I ain't trying to play with Enzo.
Enzo's in
I
that.
couldn't even say Xhaka. I was
Even
like,
let's
nah.
start off with. Because
He's funny too.
I've intentionally left out Rice for Caicedo in it in terms of if I'm choosing one to be my CDM, I'm picking Caicedo.
I don't think Caicedo has enough experience.
So your front three, it was for your DM. It was between Caicedo and Rice.
Yeah.
So
that
what
was
makes
a toss-up.
Caicedo
Better than Rice?
better than Rice?
Yeah.
What
I
makes
think
him go over?
Caicedo's got a bit more of like them breaking passes, them risky passes. Like he's a bit more forward thinking in it. Like he's got a bit more of that on the ball ability than Rice.
Yeah.
Rice is very bread and butter in it. If you watch him closely, he'll win the ball back. Cool. We know Rice can do that.
Mhm.
But in terms of penetrating passes, in terms of breaking the lines, Rice is missing that from his game, innit? He doesn't do it like Caicedo does. He doesn't have the flair and ability that
I think
Caicedo's
definitely the
got.
Brighton Caicedo backs your case. Definitely the Brighton Caicedo.
Yeah, we ain't seen the best of him at Chelsea, but if we're talking 2023,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? We got to talk about Brighton Caicedo, really and truly. So
I think this is because that's a footballer that Arsenal wanted.
you get
Yeah,
it.
wanted
You
him.
get it.
Wanted
Before
him
you wanted
along.
Rice.
No, wanted him along.
No,
with
before
Rice.
you wanted Rice.
Wanted to buy him first and then get
when the
Rice
bank- when the
later.
transaction declined.
You should hear Arsenal fans what they called Rice and Caicedo before they were Arsenal players.
Ricedo.
Come on, man.
They would have been together.
This is what Arsenal
They
fans
would have
do.
been
Unfortunately, you don't have the
together.
facilities
They
for
would have
that.
been together. They would have been
Couldn't go
together,
through,
man.
bro.
You guys are overspending. But I think for Rice, instead of Caicedo, I need that experience. I need that leadership. I need someone that I know that has done it big time. Someone that's actually won something.
What, the Roma Conference League?
Mate, it's something. It's something.
Well, we don't count that as a trophy at the bridge, bro. We don't count that as
It's
anything at the
something,
bridge.
bro. It's something.
You can't bring that to the
Caicedo
bridge,
ain't got
bro.
he ain't got those minerals yet. You get what I'm saying? Like, debut comes on, concedes a penalty. No. Rice has got that Premier League experience.
No,
I
see,
need that in my
I'm taking
team.
It's a lot easier to
I
be
need that in my team.
to be a Premier League player, move into a good Premier League team and slot into a team that's playing and
Yeah.
functioning well.
Yeah, that's why we
than
paid
to
the
slot
money.
into a team that is just
That's
it's
why
a
we paid
bit
the
of a
money.
mess
That's
right now.
why. That's why I need. I need a
Is he
cool-headed
worth that
guy.
money?
He's not. Caicedo's not worth that money.
I don't know. Caicedo could be.
Stop it.
Caicedo could end up being like.
Stop
But the truth is,
it.
Caicedo is that price because Declan Rice went for 105 million.
No, Caicedo is that price because Brighton are greedy mongers. Yeah, it's not because it's not
I know
because.
more than anyone that Brighton
No,
are
yeah,
greedy,
greedy
innit?
mongers. Rice is that price because of British tax. We all know
Yeah.
that. Caicedo ain't got no tax on him. They just saw that you guys have money to waste. You spent money already. Yeah, bro. I can't see Caicedo in that team.
Okay.
Yes, go on.
Sorry, I was just going to say, let's move on to the Fernandes, Partey,
Bro.
Odegaard, and who was the other one for you?
I put Odegaard.
No, you put
Odegaard,
so we got
Odegaard.
Odegaard.
That's a
Yeah,
point
we
to
got
you.
So it's
Odegaard.
Fernandes
Yeah.
party, innit?
He's a party.
party.
Fernandes party. Come on.
Okay,
No.
so
I know you like Uncle. You know Uncle's a
No,
technician.
I get that party's good, innit?
You
But
know,
if we're
you
talking
know.
about what he's good at, we have to you have to decide between him and Rice. There's no need to have them both in the team.
no.
We rarely see Arsenal play with both of them in the team because it's a bit.
What?
When he does play with both of them in the team, Partey's playing right back because it's like what's going on.
That was very
there?
weird.
That was an
Yeah.
experiment.
Well,
was an
it's like, just
experiment.
that drunk-head manager trying to be Pep Guardiola
It was
and
an
everything that he
experiment.
does,
It was
man.
an experiment.
His time is coming as well.
It's an
It's
experiment.
like-
I just want to ask you, what? Tell me the things that you feel Enzo's better than that than Partey? You
Enzo
tell
controls
me.
the game.
Partey controls the game.
I don't. If you appreciate how bad we were last season,
That's the
and how
thing.
much Enzo
I think
was
because
still
your team
playing
was
well.
so shit, Enzo was just shining. Partey was.
But can you appreciate how hard it must be to shine in that match,
Partey
bro?
was single-handedly messing up other teams' midfield. This guy's touch, brilliant. He was executing passes that Enzo ain't trying. Enzo ain't trying.
Enzo to Partey.
Enzo ain't trying,
If we're going
bro.
to pass it, if we're going to pass
He's
it.
gone mad now.
Enzo
If we're going
ain't
to pass it, let's be
trying,
rolling it.
bro.
Enzo's clean of him.
Enzo ain't. I don't know why people are shitting on Partey. I do not know. I do
dictating
not.
the game,
Oh
taking
my
the game
days, bro.
Partey's
I
a
do not-
bit, you know what I mean? He's got ability in it, technical ability that maybe he doesn't get credit for.
He doesn't.
But it's not to the
Because
level
he's an
of
AFCON
Enzo
player. It's the
Fernandez.
only reason why.
Enzo
Because he's an
Fernandez is
AFCON
22
player.
years old, bro.
He's an AFCON player. That's the only reason why you guys are shitting on him. This guy was playing in the Portuguese league, doing nothing for Benfica. Nothing.
Nah, he's 22 years
Absolutely nothing. Got
World
to the
Cup.
World Cup, played with Messi, and they think, he's the guy now. They think he's the guy now. Went for 105 million. They think he's the... Forgotten what Partey's done. When he was winning his Europa Leagues with Atletico Madrid, you get what I'm saying?
Is that the trophy? Is that the medal he's bringing to the table?
Bro,
Okay.
I can bring the medal.
I think I got my three.
All right, who's
I'm
your
going
three?
Odegaard,
Yeah.
Enzo,
Yeah.
and Declan Rice.
Okay, fair enough. Fair
Man
enough.
said
that is
that
it.
is taking off.
That's 2 points to AY and 1
Taking
point to
out
you,
Thomas.
Ali. Is that fair? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the reason I don't go with Partey in
Right.
this, like I know it's to do with your arguments, and I did take that into account. But the start of this season, Partey's been obviously the injuries and stuff like that. It's been, and then right back Malarkey, it's a bit ridiculous as well. So I'm definitely gonna go.
Understood.
I'm gonna go with that front midfield three. Now we're gonna move on to the last bit, the front three. Okay, we are gonna go with left wing, striker, right wing. Who are your front three options?
Let's be reasonable here.
I've got to be careful here and position these correctly because obviously we know, like, if we're talking names, you know what I mean? You might have got it. So I'm going to put Nkunku up for left wing spot.
Nkunku left.
Jackson for that striker spot. And Sterling. And Sterling for the right
Oh
wing.
my
Okay.
days!
But Sterling for the right wing is a bit.
Cuckoo.
Just to let you know, I'm happy you said Sterling right because that has been his best position.
Cuckoo.
AY?
Right wing, Bukayo Saka.
Of course.
Left wing, Martinelli.
Of course.
And up front, Gabriel Jesus.
A very long pause. Why?
I was thinking, what should I go with? Him or Nketiah? But I was like, no, let me go with Gabriel Jesus.
The sensible choice, I think, as well.
Gabriel
So,
Jesus.
why do you think your front three should get into this combined 11?
My front three. They don't have a striker that scored as many goals as any of my front three. Number one, bang. None of them.
That's not unfair, man.
None of them ain't got as much assists as any of my front three. So those are the main two things now. Now let's talk about individuality. Bukayo Saka, none of your players are touching Bukayo Saka at this moment in time. None of them. Sterling is the only player that can chat to any of my players, but he's past it now. He's not playing at that the way he should be playing. I ain't even going to talk about Nicholas Jackson, yeah? Because Nicholas Jackson just got into the Prem and he's got how many goals? He can't lead the front line. Who's the other guy?
Nkunku.
Bro, I ain't German. I ain't German. He's not done in the Prem.
And to be honest,
He's not done in the Prem.
I should reshuffle them to help my chances against
He's not done
If I put Sterling up against Saka at right wing,
He's not done in the Prem.
it's hard, innit?
Okay, so where's
But I'm going to
Sterling?
switch Sterling over to the left wing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So he'll
So where's
go up against
Nkunku?
Martinelli.
So where's
Okay.
Nkunku?
Nkunku in the middle,
In the
and I'll
middle.
sacrifice Modric on the right wing. innit? Or
What is this,
Madueke,
bro?
or Cole Palmer. They'll be defeated, innit? So
my
Saka's got his
Okay.
place, fair enough.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about Nkunku in the middle
Against-
versus Jesus.
Yeah.
The striker that was at Manchester City for a whole year, whilst Pep Guardiola week in, week out says that he doesn't have a striker. This man was in the squad.
It happens.
This man was in the squad. Every week Pep Guardiola said, I don't have a striker, I need a striker. This guy's there. So how can we talk about him as being
Because
number
he's
9?
there, isn't it? He's there.
He's there, bro.
He's there.
It's like Mama's ignoring
He's
it. Bro's
there,
turning up to
bro.
training every
He's
week
there,
and that.
bro.
Man just talking about it, the
You
striker.
gotta be there. You gotta be there to be involved because you're talking like Nkunku's. What position did he play for Leipzig? It wasn't really up front. It was more like attacking midfield.
I would say it was up front.
Okay, it was up front. Okay, for France, where did he play?
It was a 10-ish.
Yeah.
So when the real men get into the team, when he plays with people like Mbappe and them man there and Jude, you don't play up front because he's not a bagsman like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Is it because it's not a bagsman or, you know what I mean, we're utilising him?
He's not a bagsman.
when you're so versatile,
not a bagsman.
that's the thing. He's a bagsman, but he doesn't have to play up front. Your boy plays up front, and he's not a bagsman.
He's not a bagsman, but he also gets goals.
So why Nicholas?
assists.
So why Nicholas Jackson then?
You just did that for banter.
No, Nicholas Jackson, for me, as a number 9, again, he's got the link-up play. Obviously not as good as Jesus, but he's got link-up play. But he's also got that striker's instinct of being in the right positions, isn't it? The goals will flow for Nicholas Jackson. And if this was maybe 6 months down the line, I would bring Jackson or even Broha with confidence in it. But right now, we need a bit of football clout in it. So Nkunku has to come there, in it, in that number 9 slot.
I ain't trying to hear Nkunku because I haven't seen him play in the Prem this season. So I'm not trying to hear him. I need players that have played in the Prem and they've scored.
My man was Bundesliga top scorer last season after missing that 3 months.
Man said Bundesliga.
Bro, he missed like 3 months of football.
Man said Bundesliga. Top scorer. Bundesliga. That's what you're bringing to the table.
It's something. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry.
Okay, we'll quickly end it there for the striker debate then.
All right.
So Martinelli was your left winger. What was your left?
I put in Raheem Sterling.
Raheem Sterling. Yeah. So why Raheem Sterling over?
Because he's a world-class winger.
Okay.
Like, however we want to look at it, Raheem Sterling is a world-class winger that big games he can turn up. He can have an impact on the game. The last couple of weeks he's been doing it for Chelsea where he's taking the game by the grip of his neck and he's really impacting it in it. Martinelli, I feel like, is in parts a system player. I don't really see Martinelli doing that. Martinelli's not really he's not the spark ever for Arsenal. He's more the end piece in it where he'll put the ball in the back of the net, get a lucky deflection and the ball.
Look at this guy, man.
It's the kind of player Martinelli is, bro. He's a bit scruffy.
Look at this guy,
he's a bit
man.
get the job done in
They're looking for aesthetics. Put the ball down, get in the back of the net. What are we looking for aesthetics for?
Arsene Wenger, is this Arsene Wenger football?
No, we don't want to know about
Arsene
that.
Wenger football is about aesthetics.
15 goals last season, yeah. He dragged our team in our supposedly title race, yeah. When we scored against Aston Villa, yeah, he had a whole run up until we faced Southampton. This guy was bagging in goals, yeah. He was bagging in goals. One of the most improved players, yeah. And I know you can't forget that goal he scored against you guys when Kante was on the floor.
What, that?
Yeah. Wait!
If there's a goal that pisses me off more, it's that goal. It's like,
I know.
What did he do? He ran in a straight line.
He gets into them. He ran
in a straight line. They say he cooked Kante, bro.
He cooked him. Kante was like, yo.
This team has no shame.
I got my answer.
Come on, man. Standing up bit on it.
I got my answer. I'm going to go with Saka.
Yes.
I'm going to go with up front. Jackson.
Jackson!
Yeah, I think...
Jackson!
I think he's good.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
I like his debate.
Jackson!
And then my left wing is Martinelli.
Oh, no Raza.
So the points are shared.
Jackson!
The points are shared. So it ends 4-4 that round, okay? And I'm just going to read the combined 11 to you guys so you know it's going to be probably on our left-hand side. So goalkeeper is Sanchez.
We're conceding.
Defense is Ben White at right back, Saliba and Colwill the centre backs, and Alexander Zinchenko as our left back. Midfield is Odegaard, Rice, and Enzo. And then our front three is Martinelli, Jackson, and Saka. So let us know in the comments below if you would have had anyone differently.
Pochettino in the dugout.
Oh, okay. Well, that would have been a different. That's gonna just hold that thought for a minute because now we're gonna move on to the true or false round, which is round 3. So this is where you need your papers.
All right. So you show it to that camera, yeah?
Yeah. You're going to show it to that camera. So I've got 5 questions here. We're just going to debate it, okay? Best debate wins. Nice and simple. First one. True or false? London is blue.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
I'm not gonna be biased. Yes, that Champions League, I won it.
Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. 1 point goes to Ali then. Do you need to say anything more?
You know what I mean? It's taken more than 1 or 2 seasons to turn London red, innit? So there's still a long way to go for these man.
Okay, let's move on quickly to question 2 then. Yeah. True or false? Arsenal are more likely to win the Premier League than Chelsea in the future.
Future, yeah.
So excluding this season.
Yeah, so excluding this season.
I said false.
So false for you and a true for you. Okay, why do you say true?
Why do I say true?
Yeah, why do you say true?
I'm looking at position-wise. Where did you finish last season?
12.
Where are you now?
Bro, hold on. I'm wearing the kit from the last time I won the Premier League. The season before that, We finished like 10.
I don't want to hear
And then we
that.
came back and won the Prem, bro.
I don't want to hear
This
that.
is Chelsea.
That's
This is what we do, bro. We're inevitable.
You
Our time's
know we're
coming.
more likely to
Look at the
win it.
signings that Todd Bowley made. Young players. There's a 16-year-old in Ecuador right now doing his thing that's coming to win us the Prem in a
Jeremy
couple.
Paez or something.
Yeah,
like that,
Kendrick Paez.
Kendrick Paez.
Bro, in 2-3 years.
Last episode, this guy was talking about predicting us to finish 6th, and he's talking about him. You think you're gonna?
Bro,
you think you are more
look,
likely?
if you man don't win the Prem this
think
season,
you're more likely?
we're gonna win it before you guys.
You're
win
not
it
coming anywhere.
If you don't win
You're
it,
not
bro,
coming
last season
anywhere.
was your chance. You
You're not
missed
coming.
it. You missed
The
your
last
chance
time
last
you were in a
season.
title race was the last time you won it. Yeah, you've not been in a title race.
Minor.
The rest of minor, you've not been
Bro,
close.
that's what, 7 years, 6 years.
You know why you're not getting cooked that much with the position you finished? Because in terms of like history and big clubs, you're not really rated like that. The media don't really care what happens to Chelsea.
And what, you guys were getting cooked for the last like 7 years?
We were finishing 4th, we're getting cooked, bro. We're finishing 4th, we're getting cooked. We finished 8th, we won the FA Cup, we're getting cooked.
Bro, everybody knows that we're not getting cooked because everybody knows it's inevitable that we'll be back. Everybody knows that. Yeah, it's Chelsea, innit? They're taking a year off, but next season
They're taking a year off. That's what they want to spin it as. They're taking a year off.
We can see that we're building a project.
Why didn't you finish 7th or side of a year off? Why did you finish so low for the year off?
Bro, we don't want to play Europa League.
You don't want to play
Europa League and Europa Conference. We're too good for that stuff. Every time we're in that competition, we win it, bro.
Okay.
That's what real men do.
I got my answer. I think it goes to Ali again.
Come on.
Because I would say that because of like the way he spun how Chelsea are just able to do a 10th and then go first. That
was a one-off.
No, they're the only team that can do it. I can't see any other team being able to do that.
That was a one-off.
I honestly mean that.
Bro, we're not scared to spend the money, man. You got to spend. You have to spend.
All right, next one. Don't worry, we got 3 questions left. Chelsea have a better squad than Arsenal.
Stop it, man. Just
Current
stop
squad.
it. Just stop it.
Ooh, I feel like I'm going to come crazy, but if we're talking current squad, I'm putting my shoes up.
So
If we're talking
Chelsea have a
current
better-
11, if we're talking current squad, who you man bringing on from the bench?
Our current squad finished 2nd. What did your
That wasn't
current
a
squad
current
do?
squad. You went and sold Xhaka and replaced
Our
him with
current
Havertz.
squad finished 2nd,
Our current
bro.
squad has never been together. Our current squad is
Exactly.
fresh.
So why is your
But we're
current
talking
squad
about squad and
chatting?
squad depth, bro.
What
We've got
do you-
right back. We've got Reece James and Marlon Gusto. They're both start for you, man.
Gusto is not starting for us.
After he would start. He would eventually start, bro.
Gusto was playing with Lacazette, in the French league, were they on the same team?
Yeah.
Lacazette got 4 goals for us in the Prem. Lacazette is not a good player. Yeah.
How many goals did he
Gusto
get
was
over
playing
there?
with Gusto. Who was playing with Gusto? They don't.
How
bring
many
the
goals
French
did he get
league.
over there?
He got bare goals because it's the French league. That's why Gusto
Nah,
was
it's a
so
functional
good.
team,
Can I be
bro.
devil's
That's why Gusto was so good. Go
Can I
on.
be devil's advocate quickly?
Go on.
Would you say quality over quantity though? Sometimes
They got
with
no
these
quality.
things.
No, but we're talking about squad now. You
They
need,
got
you
this
need that
quality.
No,
quality.
I know it's
innit?
squad,
You
but
get it?
sometimes quality over quantity.
Yeah, but I feel like their quality isn't necessarily like there, innit? Like they don't have an abundance of world class players. If any.
Even if we don't, let's just take the ball. Let's take the pool from this season. We've played 8 games. What's your position? How many goals have you scored? How many goals have you lost? What do you mean? That's your current
just playing
squad.
together for the first
That's
time.
why it can't be better than us.
No, bro,
That
we're
is
not talking
why.
about are they performing better. We're saying
It
who's got a better
cannot,
squad,
it
bro.
cannot,
we
bro.
can put in 2 good 11s. You man can't do that.
If
You man can't put up, you don't have a backup 11, bro.
we don't
We've
need
got
to have a
whole
backup. We
What
don't
do you
need
mean?
to have
We're
a
talking about
backup.
squad there.
We don't need because your
You don't even
backup.
get injuries.
Your backup is all potential.
Who's your backup
All your
right
backup
wing?
is all potential.
It's not potential. It's
All
not
of them are
potential. It's not
I
potential.
got my
bro.
answer.
What's the
I've
answer?
heard enough. I would say that the points go to AY for this
Come
one.
on, bro. What are you talking about?
I definitely do think it's currently potential for
It's all
Chelsea.
potential,
I
bro.
think because you've got loads of young players.
Yeah. He's just
Mudryk
got-
is only just about to.
Don't be
he's
talking
only
about
to
that
come
guy
up.
here, man.
I'm just saying, like, Nicholas Jackson, he
Look
is going
at
to come
these
good.
man.
He is really going to come
Look at
good.
his
But it's all
potentials,
about time.
man.
And then,
Yeah.
like you said, Paez, he's a
Moving like
16-year-old just
FM,
going
man.
crazy.
You know
So-
what I mean?
They got their stars on
Stop
FM.
speaking over people. We spoke about this behind. We've had briefings, man. Stop doing this. All right, cool. We can move on to the next
Go
one. Number 4. Arteta is a better manager than Pochettino. True or false? Arteta's better than Pochettino.
I'm gonna do a mazza here.
Oh, of course it is. Shock there, isn't it? Shock. Shall we? Who wants to start off
Bro, I don't care what experience this Pochettino guy has had, in the Prem, it's won fuck all. Yeah.
Wouldn't Arteta be?
No, wait. Arteta in England has won an FA Cup. Okay? That's all I
Against
have.
Frank Lampard.
That's all I have to put there. Pochettino in England has won nothing. He's
Yeah, he
won
had Tottenham.
zilch.
He took him to the Champions
He's
League
won
final.
zilch. He's won zilch.
Doesn't that mean something though for Pochettino to
He's
be able
won
to make
zilch.
to be able to make a non-trophy club like Tottenham get to a final?
But they didn't win anything.
No,
bro.
but that's what I'm saying. That's like Tottenham's best ever thing.
And finishing second.
And
no?
finishing second, yeah.
Oh.
Isn't that like the best thing that ever happened to
How
Tottenham
many years
in their
had he
history?
spent there when they finished second?
How many years did he spend there?
Yeah, how many
I don't
years
know,
had he spent
Maybe
It's
the
been
same amount of time that Arteta spent at Arsenal to get them second.
No, I don't know. I don't know exactly, but yeah.
Poch couldn't win. Poch struggled to win the league with PSG. Struggled.
But he did it, though.
He did it because he won. He did it, but
It's not an easy job, bro.
Yeah, it's not an easy job.
Do you
job.
reckon? Do you reckon?
I told you who would struggle with that job, Arteta, because he can't handle
okay,
egos.
there you go.
He can't handle egos.
bro,
He can't handle
Poch didn't do
personality.
anything.
Aubameyang, oh, you're
Poch
disruptive.
didn't
Get
do
out of here.
anything.
Like, he can't handle
He
players
has
that
something
can
to
speak or
show.
something.
He has something to show for in England. Yeah, all Poch was doing, he said, he's got the youth players, he's got Kane, he was bringing them on. They didn't win anything.
Yeah, but
This game is about winning. It's about
This Arsenal team is
winning.
spending way more than that Tottenham
It's
team was
about
spending, innit?
winning.
They have
man.
more facilities. This
Okay.
Arsenal
Yes.
team, better quality players,
Yes.
and he had more time. Like, look how long he was
Yes, you
given,
need
bro.
to have time.
My man wouldn't be in a job if he was
You
at a real
need to
top
have
team.
time,
He wouldn't be in a
bro.
job right now.
That's what makes a manager a manager. You need to give them time. You guys don't know about giving managers time.
That's what I mean.
You
It's
guys
like,
don't give
that's a luxury that people don't get. It's a
You
luxury
don't know
that
about
they
giving
don't get.
managers time, bro.
My man's riding off Pep Guardiola's name and tactics
Oh
and
well,
really and truly.
oh well,
You know what I
and he
mean?
beat Pep, innit?
So,
He beat
back to that
Pep,
deflected goal
innit? He
there,
beat Pep,
man.
innit? Like,
I got my answer. I think I'm gonna go with. This is remember all to do with the debate, so I'm going with Ali for this
Come
one again.
on.
I feel like it's a good debate. About would Arteta have been in this position if it was any other club? Like, I don't think he would have been.
but
Like,
that's all part of being. You guys, no one saw Arteta finishing 8th, then coming second. No one.
Yeah,
no one.
Because nobody saw him having a
no
job
one
after
saw
finishing
no
it.
one.
That's the thing.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. No
Bro, he
one.
should have
What
been
he
at the
has
job
done it.
centre. He
Pochettino
shouldn't have
could
been there.
not do
All right, let's move
what
on. Next
Arteta
question.
done.
Next one.
What's the next one?
Don't worry about it. Number 5. The Invincibles are better than the 04-05 team of Chelsea.
Definitely.
Okay, I think because he's so passionate, we'll let him.
Definitely. I don't need to say too much. We lost 0. We didn't lose a match. What does he want to say?
How many
conceded.
points?
Because I don't care. We didn't lose. You got beat.
I think it matters.
You
though.
got beat,
It
bro.
matters. The funny thing is, we beat them that season. We beat you guys
You
that
beat
season
them in the Champions League, yeah. Yeah.
So why is
But
that
when
team so
you
special?
when you won your league, you didn't beat us. Exactly.
What? In that 04-05?
In the league, you didn't beat us.
We
We
did
drew
beat you.
both. We drew both matches.
No, actually, you might be right.
We
You might
drew
be right.
both
But still,
matches.
we lost one game. 1-0.
Oh, sorry. We lost
Yeah,
one
that's
game.
right.
We lost
What
one
are you
game,
talking?
1-0 penalty.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the fine
All
margins
right.
of losing a
You
game.
lost,
You men were
though.
sticking out for draws
You
and that,
lost,
bro.
though,
Playing for
bro.
draws against
You
Leicester.
lost,
Last game of
bro.
the season and that.
You
You're getting a
lost,
draw here and there.
bro.
Come on,
You
man.
lost,
Okay, I got my answer.
He knows the answer.
I'm going with AY. for
You
this one.
lost the match, bro. You
I
lost
think
the match.
I think that golden era of Arsenal
Come
is
on.
just so untouchable in terms of like the 0 on that L.
Bro.
When you see the 0 on an L, it
Bro.
is special. It is special.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm saying like the 90+ points season.
It's not
of
special.
Chelsea
15 goals conceded.
15
But now
goals
that you got the-
conceded.
Yeah,
Good,
yeah,
bro.
and that as well. Yeah.
Bro,
So
you lost one, bro.
okay, so going into the last round,
Oh,
it
there's
is
still a
currently we have got 8 points to Ali, and we have got 9 points to
Oh.
AY.
Okay.
So going into the next
That's
last
the
round,
last one.
9-8.
That's
The last round is called a Who Am I? Okay. So I'm going to give you 3 hints about these people. Okay. So the first one is going to be worth 3 points. The second one's going to be worth 2 points, and then the last hint is going to be a very easy hint. It's only going to be worth 1 point though. Okay. So I need a buzzer from you guys. So I need a
it's
buzzer
not-
noise. No, I need a buzzer noise. So what's your buzzer noise going to be? Just a random noise. Just
Just
I need to hear that loudly though.
okay,
Okay, that's good. Okay, cool. What's your buzzer
Go
noise?
for it, Chelsea.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Okay, cool. So the first one, here we go. First hint. In the Premier League, I have played with Thierry Henry, Didier Drogba, Steven Gerrard, Robbie Fowler, Kevin Nolan, and James Morrison.
Chelsea.
Okay?
Yossi Benayoun.
Not Yossi Benayoun.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Okay, that's fine. In the Premier League, I have played with Thierry Henry,
Yes.
Didier Drogba,
Yes.
Steven Gerrard, Robbie Fowler, Kevin Nolan, and James Morrison.
James Morrison.
I'm going to need to rush you.
Kevin Nolan.
10, 9, 8,
In the Premier
7,
League.
6.
Now,
Five.
need to
That's fine. You get a
another
second. You get a second hint. You get a
Okay.
second hint. So this is worth 2 points now. The second hint.
bloody hell.
I was known for my bad boy reputation as I had issues with coaches during my times at
Chelsea,
Yeah, go on.
Nicholas Anelka.
It is Nicholas Anelka. 2 points.
I knew it before that clue, you know. I knew it was Nicholas
It is
Anelka.
Nicholas Anelka. I was going to say his issues at PSG, Real Madrid, and at the France national team.
Okay.
And the last point was going to be I have a Netflix documentary about my playing career.
When did he play with Kevin Nolan?
Kevin Nolan was
Bolton,
Bolton.
Oh,
Yeah.
I could have got that from the first
Yeah.
clue, man.
Okay, next one. Second player. 3 points. I have played with Vertonghen, Luis Suarez, Podolski, and Neymar.
Vertonghen.
Vertonghen, Luis Suarez, Podolski, and Neymar.
I'm blank, bro. Vertonghen.
You don't have to guess it. I can move on to the next one.
Luis Suarez. Neymar and who?
Podolski.
Podolski.
Vertonghen, Luis Suarez, Podolski, and Neymar. I'll move on to the next bit. You can throw a guess
Does it
out
have,
there.
and it has something to do with Chelsea and Arsenal?
Yeah, this player does, yeah. I'll tell you when it... actually, all of them do, sorry, yeah.
Podolski. Luis Suarez.
I'm listening.
Yeah, go on.
Vermaelen.
3 points to... Yeah.
It clicked.
Yeah. The next one was going to be he won the Eredivisie with Ajax 0304, FA Cup with Arsenal, and La Liga with Barcelona 4 times. And then the last one was going to be I'm a Belgian international and a centre back who captained Arsenal at Ajax.
That would have been,
But injuries ruined my career.
Yeah.
Last one.
That's stuck.
Last
that
one.
It's a
Okay.
really fun.
You need to win it.
Let's
So
go.
Let me just count out the points. So we have got 6, 7, 8. 11 points for AY. We have got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 all going into the final.
cheeky.
You could not have set this up any perfect.
We're the best man win, my guy.
3 points.
Oh shit, I'm buzzing.
I have played with Shane Long, Ross Barkley,
Fuck.
Zlatan, and Onana.
Shane Long, Ross Barkley.
Zlatan and Onana.
Which Onana is this?
Goalkeeper.
Onana.
The United one right now.
Shane Long,
Shane Long is throwing me off.
Zlatan.
You can have a guess.
Shane Long, Zlatan, Anana.
Shane Long, Ross Barkley,
Ross Barkley.
Zlatan Onana.
Barkley. Ross
Mhm,
Barkley.
mhm.
What? Onana.
Mm-hmm.
Ross Barkley.
I'm gonna need to rush you guys now.
Chelsea.
Yep.
Romelu Lukaku.
It is 3 points. The winner of the first series. The winner
Ross Barkley. Shane Long.
the winner of the first series of Head to Head, the first episode of Head to Head goes to Ali. Well done.
Good lad.
14-11.
Yo!
Well done. That's a very good
Yeah,
shout. That's a very good shout.
Romelu
What made you
Lukaku.
think Romelu
Shane
Lukaku?
Long, when it clicked that Shane Long, West Brom, I think.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay, it's only
Okay,
one man.
yeah,
There's only
yeah,
one
yeah.
man that's had
Yeah,
that.
I was
exactly.
thinking.
I think the next hint was going to be I've been the top goal scorer for West Brom, Everton, United, and Inter.
that would have
Okay,
given
yeah,
it away. Yeah,
And then
Was
yeah.
Onana at Inter they played together?
Yeah.
And then the 1 point was going to be I'm currently at Roma on loan from Chelsea wearing the number 90.
Okay.
So yeah, there
I
you
wasn't
go.
even thinking Onana Inter. I was thinking Ajax. I was like, Ajax.
That's what I was thinking at first.
Ajax.
Didn't see it, so I thought Shane Long see it.
Yeah, no, that don't make sense. But anyways, that is the end of our first head-to-head series. Hope you had as much fun like we have. I'm sure we all enjoyed that, take a part in that. That was all good. If you want to see another one, make sure you do follow us, subscribe to us. We will definitely get one through to you, and we'll see you in the next episode. Peace.